Coming to you again on August 22nd, Thursday at 1100 hours and 30 minutes, as we have the series on sports, the Sports Talk series, the Power of Oneness series, and we have the series where we talk about the African descendant community. I didn't label a lot of the videos that. I'm going to go back and label a lot. I'm going to do it with my laptop or computer and start doing things in the library and getting books, and then just renting out an office. So, because I'll be on my laptop and I'll be able to broadcast, and those would be my lives. I had another series, but it's not. I wrote it down, but I just started it, and the series, I got rid of African descendant women, no African descendant women. I thought I don't need that one because I don't want to focus on women no more, or in the sense of I'm not married, I'm not in a relationship, so I don't have much to say about women. Besides, if you put in a comment and discussion what type of mother I grew up with, what did she expunge upon me? What did she expound on? What did she exalt? What did she give me? Then I will do nurturing African woman series or something of that nature. But it's not in my heart right now. That then when I was doing that was the help. But I'm just watching around the world. I'm noticing the women are in an autonomous Zulu type of lifestyle, where they want to be their own thing, do their own thing. They really don't want the relationship, so it's really no importance in the African descendant women that American women do want relationships. They're pretty much in relationships. They out there making themselves presentable. They're doing things to work on their woman nature, their woman duties, and the quality of a woman, and the attributes and the element that suffice in love. Those women are really working on that. Women that want these fantasy, unrealistic, superficial type of lifestyle, or just want just the money and things, they're doing what they want to do. And so to take off on that, the reason I want to do an African descendant young men series, remember that letter you wrote to yourself, or you heard somebody say, what would you tell to your younger self? So this is what I would tell to my younger self and young African descendant American men around me. And the first topic, these won't be the 20 minutes, half an hour, or 40-minute ones, because I want to have a series. So I want to stick on like one subject and have multiple topics within that subject, if that make any sense. So basically break them down in segments and then just go over them. And then when I'll be doing my lives, when I do the feature to that part, so if the series is about being strong within yourself, when I do my live, it's going to be the part 2 of being strong within yourself, because then I have a time set when the young brothers that I see is watching my videos usually be at home or near a computer more, or I can get them to interact with me, and then we can do the streams. Then we can interact and we can have all the men that I see that's out there, the BMTs, the MOT, the brothers, the Williams, the Quartet. So it's different brothers that talks about and that knows a little bit about life. And we coming from all sides of the realm, from our age to our height, to our demographics, to our residence. We all live in different residences, to being single, to being fathers. So one of the first things in the series I want to touch on is for young men. You don't have to be as the world tell you to be. You grow up, you want to be certain things. What was my downfall? Think about this. 2 trains can't go in the same direction that's going to different areas, and then expecting to have those 2 trains to get there at the same time. Well, if one train going to London and one train is going to Italy, those trains got to take off at sometimes 2 separate times, and they're going to go in 2 different directions because Italy and London is in 2 different areas, correct? So what happens is we can't have both trains on the same track unless there's a track. When the track turns, but you got to make sure you time it. The train can't be right behind one another and then you expect to get to destination, because what happened is that train is right behind each other and you don't have time to turn the track over. So the train going to London got to go more veer to the left, and the train to Italy got to stay straight. If you do use the same track and you leave around the same time, you got to make sure they got enough spacing so you can perform. So just like in basketball, you can't have 2 big men in the paint and expect one big man to dominate or to do his best work if he don't have enough spacing. And what will happen? You got to run plays. You got to run motion. You got to run this pick and roll at the top of the key. So it allows somebody else to get open. So if that do happen, if both men's down there trying to grab rebounds after the shots are missed, then you got to remember, you're both down there trying to collect the rebound. And when you're trying to rebound together, it's a collective effort. And that's what I want to see as young men. I want to instill in you that the things that's going on, you don't have to accept. Remember, I can be the same. We can go to 2 different places or go to the same place. It may not be enough room for you on this train, but we can go to the same place. Let's work together. Sometimes it might take you for me to understand. You don't have to say nothing sometimes. I can say, look how hard he going for them rebounds. Let me go after a rebound with him. That would help both of us out. Or if we going for a rebound, it allow our other players too to get the longer rebound, because they already standing out there and we in the inside, they in the outside, they on the perimeter. So if we trying to become the same team, we can't have 2 different ideas. If we all about running that play, we're gonna execute that play. Then when it's time, if it's a miss, we're gonna be in position for the rebound. And then once we see the one guy that's very good at rebounds, it's going to rub off, because he's going to start showing us, okay, stand here, do this. And the guy that's good at leading the team, like, all right, you stand here, do that. I'm about to shoot. You know I'm going to shoot. But then guess what we start gaining? When we knowing where each other is supposed to be. And we start forming a foundation. We start forming a team. We start forming that trust. We start building up that togetherness, in which we don't see with us brothers. We don't have a togetherness. And one thing too, brother, you are who you are. Nobody that comes into your life as you goes into their life, they should not expect you to be what you not already are yet. Now, if they need you to be a little bit different than what you used to be and what you are not, then they have to give you time. Same goes for you. You have to give that person time. So when you're working with that team, you have to give them time. So if you're going in different directions, but you're trying to get to a destination, you got to give them time. There is no such thing as, if it's, to me, I don't use cliches and phrases, because I feel as they will vary for people and for circumstances, as in, if it's meant for you, it'll come back. That's not always true. Sometimes something could be meant for you, but you didn't go after it. You didn't go get it. I'm not going to call it a grind or a hustle, because this is part of your life. If you don't have a certain skill set, you don't know. If you don't have the knowledge of, you don't have the truth, you don't know. So I'm not going to blame you, brother, for not knowing. But where I will challenge you with is, why aren't you at least trying to be you? And when somebody start being objective and subjective to who you are, that won't benefit you. And stop thinking that just because you don't have certain things, that determines who you are. That don't determine nothing of who you are. What's the difference between a man walking down the street and a man driving the car? Nothing. One just driving the car and one just walking. That don't tell you nothing about that man. So if you start using analogies that start taking you away from who you are, guess what? I won't know nothing about you, young men. And brothers, this is not just for the young men either. This is for the brothers in general. I don't know nothing about you. Oh, you work at that company? I still don't know nothing about you. I don't work with you. I just know you work for a company. Oh, you did that? I still don't know about you. They just you did that. I don't know. That's not all who you are. Now you can be associated with things and labeled because that's a pattern. That's a behavior problem. It's a problem. It's not a behavioral game, and it's not beneficial to you. So you will be known as whatever the problem is, or whatever troubles you have. And I learned with time, with focus, a purpose, mission, and position, you can be better. So what I say unto all you brothers, I say unto me too. It's our path, it's our journey, it's our choice. We just have to make wiser and better decisions. Don't allow this world to conquer you. You don't be defeated. You overcome, you persevere, and you are resilient, you are strong. You are a leader, you are a man, you are an African descendant man, and you are who you are. Be who you are. I am. Great, good, positive leader, role model with good values, morals, and ethics. You can't, I don't care how you look at it. That's not a race thing. That's a man thing. You are a provider. You're a protector. First you provide for yourself and you protecting yourself. Once you know the moves, how to protect yourself, you practice and you execute them. So down as you, then when you get into a team format, it's easy. I don't care if you're the leader, but I know my position. I know my mission. I know my purpose. I'm a shooting guard. I'm not a center. I'm a shooting guard for a reason because most centers are going to be almost 7, 8 feet. They're going to be 7 feet. I'm only 6 feet. That's a whole foot taller than me. Was 12 inches more bigger and taller than me. I'm not looking to be in that position. But when the time comes, if I have to drop down, he got to go to the top. I would know that position because I watched him. I seen it. It's not as you can't be a leader. You don't need to be a follower to be a leader. Just need you need a better examples. And you can be the better example. So as I am to myself, I am the best example of man I ever seen. And people say, oh, that's this and that. And we got to stop looking at other people and not being funny. The women is not your leader. The women cannot express what a man go through. You cannot express what a woman go through. That's why I shut down no African descendant woman. Unless we can talk on the other side and I can have a woman present. So if I was married or had a girlfriend, I would do that series with the woman I was married to or that was in a relationship with. So but then we'll learn and we'd be challenging and guiding each other and challenging and guiding other people, and we'd be all coming together as a team. But I don't have that right now. I'm the single train. I'm going on a destination. Some people will get on and some people will get off. I don't know, have to make that known, but just know at the end of the day, when I lay my head down, I did my best and did my all. And if you can say the same thing, brother, you did a well, splendid, good job. I honor you. I praise you, brother. I salute you. If you did everything you supposed to do, and that's all, and that's all you can say you done. That's all you can say you done, and there's nothing wrong with that, brother. So you have a tranquil, loving, prosperous day, and I hope all well. Your wishes, your desires. I hope your needs come first, and then your wants come second. But I hope you get both, and I hope you are able to enjoy it. And when you see your brother, nod your head, slap him up, tell him he have a good day, tell him he's good. When you see the little young man, when he's getting hollered and screamed at, tell him you are okay. You are a good young man. Do better. You can be better. If you start doing that with each other, brothers, we'll tear this thing up, and then the fight will be on when we can come together and fight for the real purpose and the real cause. Shalom.